she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On second down, a run with Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Bears hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This is fielded inside the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and very short, Powell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 6-0 our score after 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell to throw on second down.
He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, you just kind of... and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First throw now for the backup Wentz.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on a first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Again, Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down catch there by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete, he also runs routes with great intelligence.
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Wentz going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a... And it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Finds through, and now a crease. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off-play action. It's Howell. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Another try after the first down sack. Howell, that is taken in by Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Howell. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt dead, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Now Fields.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They run the jet sweep, Dotson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12.
Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a one-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
One play action. Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum.
staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Howell. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Howell looking to throw again.
And that is incomplete here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing here, Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to connect with Dotson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders will take over here.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you dare look in the press, feel to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting chosen for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my